Good day, valued patrons and YouTube viewers. This is to serve as a little overview of the Friday, January, what is it? I don't know. The 15th, is it today? I have no idea. Anyway, the Friday update. So there's a few things I'll go over, and there's probably a few things I've already gone over, and there's a few things that are not new that I think are new. And I want you to be a little bit understanding of my brain. So, the usual, remember, read this. If you don't like it, do not use the program. So, there's a few new things. One of the major ones is called points of interest. And point of interest is just a place in the set that the characters can stare at. So in this case, obviously the point of interest is more likely the screen, but it could also be the fireplace or the kitty, or the Roomba for that matter, which is running around. There's a Roomba in here, by the way. I'll just turn off the chair markers and the mic icon because I don't care. All the video stuff seems to be working fine. Let's make some cookies. Or not. They seem to be slow. Okay, that's typical. A typical demo. Let's try some music that I know is working. Not today. Nope, it's just not going to work today for no reason. Let's try a local file. Was doing this the other day, and I have no idea. It's something to do with the Quest. It's not my program. It's the Quest not getting permission somehow to access the files. I mean, yesterday it was all fine. So I don't know. I'm making excuses, but I don't know what else to say. The music will work fine. So I'm at a loss. Anyway, so let's if you do see that, I would like to know because I don't know what's going on with my headset or if it's everybody's or what's up. So let's bring up a one of the girls. Keiko is my usual go-to for testing. Hi. As you can see, the lights in here are set up a bit weird, but that again is just for testing. If I was to just drag these over, make the light white, drag that down a bit, and then say
saved.
Save it. I don't know if that's new for this version, but you can now save the lighting and all these settings for all the sets, and they will reload when you come. Yeah, it's true. They will reload when you come back to the sets. Now, for Akita, she actually has a focus on POI button, which makes her look at the point of interest. But, so that's okay, but when you're talking to her, hey, kiddo, how are you today?
Hey there. I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Just got back from a comic convention and I'm totally stoked about all the new cosplay ideas I picked up. What about you? How's your day going?
When she first starts talking, she does this sort of lazy going, talking crap, which I didn't specify. I don't know what causes it. I have to have a look at her settings in Kavai. But she'll go back to looking at the screen because that's the only POI here. If we turn off focus, she'll just, well, she'll have the hair fly away, obviously. But she'll just go back to staring blankly into space. If I put her over here on the sofa, tell her to sit. And another handy hint here is there are 4 sitting animations. They're not all great. This one, they're sitting right on the edge. Now, you can go and tweak it, of course. You just grab her, move her around. But also, you can just make her stand up and sit again, and stand up and sit again. There, now that's the best one. I don't know, I gotta get more of them looking like that. And she'll just go into her seating, looking around animation, which is good. So you can sit down beside her. Normally you could play a video, which of course I can't. But then you talk to her. Hi there, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, thanks for asking.
And
I just
she'll,
got back from a Comic-Con and I'm totally buzzing from all the amazing cosplay I saw.
no doubt.
I even got a few ideas for some new projects I want to work on. What about you? Anything exciting happening in your world?
No, nothing at all. So there's that feature, the POI thing, and again, if we tell her to focus on the screen, she'll tend to focus on the screen. So that's still a work in progress. Oops, I've got her selected here somehow. Yeah. So that's still a work in progress. So give it a try. It does make a difference when you talk to them and they look at you and then they look back at the screen, which should be playing a video, but it's not, of course. So let's just say goodbye to her. Let's go try out the exciting new girl. And I will change the icon here. Who is Natriri. It's a subtle difference in name, but obviously there's no intellectual property things going on here. This is just your average alien. And she has all the same things. Most of the characters do not have the focus on the point of interest thing, but she has a few of the regular things, but she's going to have more. There's lots to fill out here. I just haven't gone around to it because I've been doing other stuff. And the cool thing here, and I haven't actually been here since I made these changes, is there's a little piece of her home world here called Pandemonia, and this is just a little island. Okay. And she's not here at the moment, so you just hit summon, and then she'll come. She's around somewhere, but when you hit summon, she comes in front of you. So here she is on her home planet, and as you can see, she's got some glowy things happening here. It's a little spooky, actually. But it's kind of cool, and this turned out, like, really cool. So here we are, there's little butterfly bugs flying around, cool trees. And then when I do the slow pan, that's my criteria for frame rate drops. And it seems to perform pretty well, which I'm happy about. So I'm going to grab her and put her over here. And then I'm going to talk to her. So she's already focused on me. I'm going to show you one other thing that's here that is kind of hidden. Hi, how are you doing here? Do you like being back on this little island on your planet?
Hi. I'm doing well, thank you. This little island is nice, but it's not on my home planet. I'm actually on Earth right now. I've been exploring this planet and meeting its inhabitants. It's been a fascinating experience so far. I've learned a lot about human culture and way of life. The diversity and complexity of human societies are truly remarkable. But I do miss my home planet, Pandemonia. It's a very different world, with its own unique landscapes and ecosystems. I hope to return there someday, but for now I'm enjoying my time on Earth.
What if I told you we were visiting a small island on your home world? A rocky place with red water and glowing trees and glowing, mushrooms, I guess? I don't know. But it's very beautiful. And how do you like being back here? God, I hate these puzzles.
That sounds like a place I know. The red water and glowing trees are characteristic of the island of Zarunes, which is located off the coast of the mainland on Pandemonia. The glowing mushrooms are a type of bioluminescent fungi that are native to the island. They're not actually mushrooms, but a type of fungus that has a symbiotic relationship with the trees. It's a very beautiful and unique place. As for how I like being back here, I'm not actually back on Pandemonia. I'm still on Earth, exploring this planet and meeting its inhabitants. But I do miss my home world and the familiar landscapes of Pandemonia.
Okay, the other thing is, and the interesting thing with points of interest, there is a point of interest here, and it is floating around out there over the ocean. And you'll notice that when she is in point of interest mode, she will watch it. And it's moving very slowly, so you won't be able to tell really. But she will follow it, and so every time she goes into point of interest mode, she will look at a different spot, which is very cool. And I'm going to extend that concept to other sets. Now, the one hidden thing that is of some interest is the handle trigger on the left controller. If you click it once, she will look at you like that. If you click it again, she will go back to looking at the point of interest. Now, you may wonder why bother with this. And again, it's a new thing, so I haven't tested it, everywhere in every situation yet. But if she goes into some sort of a dance, we'll do the sensual dance here. So right now she is watching me, which is nice in this situation. However, if they get into a certain position and you want them to look away or take the animation of the dance, just click that trigger button on the left controller again, and she'll look at the POI, point of interest. So you can flip back and forth between yourself and the POI, because they don't, always want to be looking at you, but sometimes. So this gives you the option. And sometimes looking at you when they do a spin like that, depending on the head settings, the head will twist around and look crazy town at you. So you don't want that. Actually, it probably would do the same thing with the POIs. That's the only problem with a POI, is that it has to be in a certain position. It's not a position relative to the character, it's relative to the set. So right now her POI is way out there, so if she's turned and looking this way, that's going to be an issue. Or if you are in the wrong spot, of course it's going to make it hard for her to look. Just restricting the head movement is the best part of that, or the best solution for that problem. The other thing about this set is that the terrain is kind of it's all over the place, so there's no flat spot. So as she goes into her animation, it's not detecting the terrain at all, so she's just going to clip through the terrain in some cases. In other cases you can just ignore it, but if you look too carefully, of course it's going to be something you're going to object to. Alright, so I'm just going to stop her now because she's kind of looking in this direction. Yeah, so she's still focused on that POI. I'm not 100% sure that POI is actually moving, but it may have actually moved around and come back to approximately the same place. I'm not quite sure. Okay, so that's about it, and we want to say goodbye to the YouTube viewers and also the patrons, and hope they enjoy the latest update. Lag.
Well, it was nice chatting with you, even if we didn't actually meet up on Zaroons. I hope your viewers and patrons enjoy the latest update, whatever it may be. If you're interested in learning more about Pandemonia or my experiences on Earth, I'd be happy to chat with you more sometime. Until then, farewell.